Razor 94.7, 104.7 backstage at Epic Event Center. What's up? I'm Big Jake, ahead of the Rock Resurrection Tour. And I think I may have peaked in my radio career early because I got Tyler and Dave from Theory of a Deadman sitting next to me right now. How's it going, guys?
We'd like to first apologize that this is the peak of your career.
No apologies necessary.
What's up?
It's good to have you guys back in town, man.
Oh, we're excited.
Hell yeah. This is your second time here at this venue. You guys were here in late
great.
2021 doing a concert for us. Bit of familiarity coming back, you know, seeing.
Wait a minute. What year is it right now? 2020?
Yeah, I think
sure
we're in
hope
December
not.
of 2019. I think is where we're
exactly.
currently at.
Oh no. Should we-
You guys kicked off this awesome run of shows with Skillet in St. Ansonia yesterday in Gary, Indiana, correct?
That's right.
How did that show go for you guys?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, couldn't have been better.
Nice.
Actually, it could have been better if we started it here.
Yes. See, you got to start every
you
tour
wanna-
in Green Bay.
You want to work out the kinks.
That's right. That's what
That's
we did.
true.
You
Yeah.
know?
That was a warm-up show to the real main event.
Heck
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah,
Green
that's
Bay
good.
is always the main event, guys. What was it like getting to play some of your new stuff live and kind of feel how the crowd was feeling with that?
Yeah, that was cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, exciting. It's, one of the few things I think now as a band that's been around for a while that's still just as exciting as it was the first time.
Mm-hmm.
When you start playing new stuff for fans, you're nervous, you want them to like it, you want them to react to it, you want their acceptance, you make these songs for them. So we played a couple songs last night, and it's exciting. It's that part of the set that I'm nervous for and excited for.
That is awesome, man. And yeah, it's always great getting to put out new stuff. I imagine when you guys put out a new song or a new album, it's kind of like throwing it all out into the world, and then you kind of duck away and shield your heads, like waiting for the response to come back from everybody. But what's been the reaction like so far? You guys got 3 singles off of Dinosaur out now.
Yeah.
Has it been mostly positive that you guys have been seeing on social media and otherwise?
Yeah, it has. Our fans are great, But yeah, I think there's a lot of fans that are excited for our, in essence, return kind of more of a riff rock sound.
Yeah.
And it's fun too. It's like fun playing these songs. So at the end of the day, we just do what we do. So we're happy our fans are coming along for the ride, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
Concur. Concur.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I read a quote from you, Dave. You said, rock is where we made our bed for all these years. It's been a while since we had an up-tempo, in-your-face rock track, and it felt good to get back to that. And I've seen a lot of comments on social media where people are like, oh, that's the Theory of a Deadman that I know. That's the sound that I was looking for. So what kind of drove you guys to go back to riff-driven rock in this new album?
I actually have no idea.
Ooh.
We very much ride the waves, It's
Yeah.
like what comes naturally, what feels right. When Ty starts writing music, I think he starts sending stuff to us, and it's just like we just give him the opinions. Yes, this sounds great. This sounds great. This sounds great. So I don't really know. It never seems really conscious. It seems like everything we do feels very natural, and so we had a couple records that weren't so riff rocky, and something just felt like it was drawing us to want to rock out with our guitars again.
That's awesome. Yeah. Heck yeah. And what I love about the 3 singles thus far is that there's a different vibe to each one of them. And the one that you dropped yesterday, 2 of Us, was like a Bill Withers sample, that just the 2 of us. And I was like, where the hell have I heard that before? Then I went back, listened to the song, and I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. You guys throwing your own theory, kind of stuff on it. What drove you to sample that song or kind of take inspiration from that?
I don't know. Just heard it one day, I guess, and then just start singing alternate lyrics.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you make a joke song or something, change the lyrics to make it dirty. It was kind of like, I guess, just heard it, and I changed it into... We couldn't make it if we tried. I'm like, this is way more the Theory of a Deadman style. Make it a breakup song.
For sure. What are some other joke songs that you sing alternate lyrics for and make them dirty in your free time? Either one of you.
We can't say any.
We can't. We've parodied pretty much every band we've ever toured with
Nice.
in our lives.
So we're gonna get some Skillet parodies then?
It's not something you do to insult or dog. It's like Weird Al. Like if Weird Al does one of your songs, he does it because he loves your material.
Oh yeah, we always say if you can make a joke song out of something, it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of silliness and making jokes out of stuff, I got to tell you, the music video for Dinosaur is an absolute masterpiece.
Oh,
directed by Tony Corella. What whose mind came up with the inflatable dinosaurs cave people? You can rock a trench coat, by the way.
Oh, I got one. I'm wearing one tonight on stage.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration for that? You said you wanted to start off with a lighthearted video, and it was quite masterful.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. I think the band's starting to come up with all the ideas.
We were in
now.
the studio when we were listening. We were starting to come up with video ideas for the song before it was a single. Like, it was one of those songs that you could just picture ridiculous ideas for.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those songs that we kind of felt like we had ideas before this album was finished being recorded.
We already have a video treatment for Ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is we can't say, but it's good. We're trying to get away from the performance videos where we used to get treatments, man. Like they would send us treatments before. I remember, like we went to the label.
Joe is playing the drums with blistering ferocity.
We'll film in 60 frames per second to get the cymbal slow-mo, him crashing. Dean is hammering on the bass.
Thundering
on the bass. And, of course, we're like, well, so what's going on? We're just playing.
What? Yeah, we're just playing. Yeah.
So we're always trying to find it out where we don't have to actually do too much.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's fair. Yeah.
Dave's always like, can we just do like
Animate.
a claymation
Let's
or
animate
a
this one.
cartoon? So we don't have to show up.
There was an animated dinosaur in the RV for the ambulance video, or in the ambulance for that video, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just great stuff, man. You guys always have a way of taking anything that you guys do and making it you, which I think is very hard to come by with bands. You see a lot of copycat and you see a lot of things out there.
Yeah.
And you guys have always stayed true to yourselves. And anytime you see something, hear something, you're like, oh yeah, that's 100% Theory of a Deadman, which is great.
It's all you got, man. That's something that we really want to do in this record was like do something that when you hear it, even if you don't like it, you know it's just different than everything else, right? So like for us, like music videos, we didn't want to do the regular music video where we're rocking out in a warehouse with chains or dripping with water, and we're like
crazy lights going off behind.
We're like, let's do something that no one else is doing. Mm-hmm. So and it's just like because 20 years we'll be able to look back and be like, I'm so glad we did all that.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than go like, well, what is everyone else doing? Well, let's do that. So I don't know if that's what we got. That's what we got. I'm pretty proud of it.
That's awesome. Dinosaur, the new album coming out on March 17th, just about a month away from right now. Looking forward to releasing that. And I'm curious, as you know, guys who've been in the game for a little while now, 7 studio albums, this is your 8th one that you guys got coming out. In the way that young people are consuming music nowadays, a lot of it's coming up through the internet and through streaming. Where do you guys think that that's a good direction to move in the consumption of music, and where do you kind of shake your head and go, maybe this isn't where we want to be?
I mean, it's not up to us. Sadly, it's up to the consumers.
Good answer, Dave.
We just want to, do our role in the whole process, which is just continue to make great music. And, it's hard for us to be in control of how people are going to consume it.
Yeah.
But if we can continue to just keep making great songs, then hopefully they will continue to want to consume it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like merch, right? Like it's as if we could force our fans to know what they want to buy, but at the end of the day, like we'll put a shirt out, we're like, this is a badass shirt, and then we're like, yeah, no one's really buying that one. We're like, see, at the end of the day, like we don't control anything, man. So, one thing we are not going to do is get rid of all our merch and have them all as NFTs.
Yeah.
You're not big into the NFT game right now?
No. We saw that one. We're like, let someone else do it first.
Yep. Well, and they did do it, and then guess what? It collapsed on top of them. So I guess that was maybe a wise move to not get into it. The one thing that you guys can control is yourself, your instruments, your music. Looking forward to a kick-ass show tonight. Sold out. We got upwards of 3,000 people going to party with you guys tonight. And I saw, Tyler, you were doing an Instagram Live with John Cooper and Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia, kind of previewing the show late last year. And you said that it's been years since you've been this excited for a tour.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Both of you guys kind of talk about how this came to be with Skillet and Saint Asonia and the relationship that you have with those guys.
We just literally went to our management and we said, we want to do a package. And we, started throwing bands out there, and we just said, how about Skillet? What about Skillet?
Yeah.
And so they reached out to them, and they said, let's talk. And then we brought Saint Asonia into the mix, and It's been really well received, and we've all been pretty excited about kind of the excitement over the package, and we really think like all the bands kind of bring a little something different to the table. And I think nowadays, again, you come back to the consumer, they want a little more for their money, and the package is something we really wanted to pursue, and we're excited. Last night went off like without a hitch. It was all the crews are getting along merrily, and all the bands getting along merrily, and it's just we're just excited for what's going to be probably an epic tour.
And I'll say it now, Dave.
Do it.
We're going to do this again.
Yeah,
In
little
the
prelude.
We're going to do Rock Resurrection Part 2.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
We're
something.
going to resurrect
Resurrect
Rock
the resurrection. Yes. It's very meta. We're getting very meta here before the show. And real quick before I let you guys go, you're talking about that, kind of people wanting a little bang for their buck. This is the show that everybody needs to go see. This is like the event of the beginning of 2023. What do you guys, can you give us a little sneak peek of like what the stage spectacle is going to look like from you guys?
Well, did you see the halftime show for Super Bowl?
I did.
Yeah, similar.
Okay, so flying people in giant suits running in and doing some backup dancing.
Yes.
I never saw it, actually. That's what it
Oh,
was.
okay,
No,
that's
nothing
what
like that.
That's what happened.
Sorry,
Oh,
no, nothing like that. I never saw it.
loosely based on it. Yeah.
Rihanna
She'll be there.
She'll be here.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys are going to go rock tonight, and looking forward to hearing Dinosaur out March 17th.
Oh, that's recording the whole time.
That's recording. You've been on camera this whole
I don't know
time.
what to do with my hands.